Greetings, queens and kings. If you're stopping by, welcome back to my channel. This is his Kathy Yvette coming to you with another Kountry Wayne skit in these Kountry Wayne streets. Now we're gonna hop on in here because I see this morning, and mind you, I haven't seen anything today. So we're gonna get to the ones that came out recently. I saw this one this morning about how Anthony tells Amber that Shayla's gonna let him take this test. So let's see what they talk about, fam. I hope we okay on this Wellness Wednesday. I am feeling good. Just hopped out of a meeting, so I said let me get in here and do while I got my lunch, and we're gonna do some chit chat on some of these skits. So I hope everyone is well. Like, share, tag, subscribe, comment. Definitely want to get in here and share our opinions. This is a safe space. Everyone has an opinion, so we're gonna always, as I always say, respect one another's opinion, because sometimes we have perspectives on something related to these skits, and it may be something that we personally experienced that another person may not have, or the outcome may have been different. So we all have something to say, and I value everyone's comments. So let's get in here, have a little good time. Yeah, and see what's going on. What Anthony gonna tell Amber, and what Amber has to say about this. So let's get in.
Yeah, I'm ready to go. You ready?
Oh, now you're ready.
What?
I mean, you spent all day in the shower. Did you leave any water for the rest of Atlanta?
Wow, really? Excuse me for getting ready to go to lunch. Come on.
Besides, I told you.
Sorry.
Some shit.
Gussied?
Yeah, Gussie.
Yeah, first of all, whatever that means, I'm not getting it free.
Let's see
I'm
that's an old saying.
dressed and beautiful for myself. Why is everything about you?
I didn't say it was about me.
Yeah, okay, well, let's go. Come on. What are you doing?
Well, I wanted to tell you something. You know, like you said, you get beautiful for you. I do some things for us as well. And
What are you talking about?
Shayla said that she's gonna let me do the paternity test with Kai.
She did.
Yep, she did.
Okay. Well, that's great news. Great news. So what happened?
Now you would think that Amber would be a little bit more excited. She was expecting the pushback. She wanted the pushback because it would have showed Shayla's guilt and that not being Anthony's baby. But because she agreed to do it, now it looks like she's very confident that that's Anthony's baby. So that's why she didn't get as exciting and as thrilled about it as she expected Shayla to do. Mind you, if that test was tampered with, Shayla has no knowledge of it. So let's not forget. She thinking everything is fine. She just don't like the fact that now it looks like he's denying this child. And she going with it because she's listening to a new man, Iman. But that was a shocker for Amber. So I'm noticing her attitude is not as thrilled as you would think.
Called you this morning?
No, went over there last night.
Last night you seeing Kai late night now?
No, Kai was at Angelina's.
His house and Kai is not there.
No, that's right.
At night.
Well, I had to drop off some money to Shayla, and she wanted to talk to me.
Are you stupid?
Excuse me?
Are you stupid? Why would you go to her house late night? Why are you sitting there acting like this is not a big deal? Why would you go to her house, Shayla, conniving, evil, plotting Shayla? Why would you go to her house at night, Anthony,
Amber,
and not tell me, not call her?
Amber, she needed some money, and she decided she wanted to talk to me about this whole Kai situation with the paternity test. That's it. Amber, I'm not doing anything with that woman.
We said the same thing. Why does Anthony just feel the need to run up? I don't care what rent he paying, to run up in Shayla's house unannounced, always asking, is Kai there? Do you not find that strange? You can't tell me it's not a personal thing for him wanting to see her. Then he's always coming with the nice little compliments to her all the time. First of all, pick up that phone. I'm not running up nowhere, not even for family members. If I'm going to see you, okay, I'm going to see you. I'm calling to find out if you home. You should call and ask her, is Kai there? Because you know 9 times out of 10, he's at Angelina's. You know he's not there. Call before you go. The situation with the money, you can Zelle her that. Venmo, Cash App, what have you. Her the money. You don't have to hand her cash and personally to see her. And even she knew that. I think she even asked about that. No, she had a problem one time. You used to give me the money. Now he was like, I'll Zelle you or whatever. She was like, oh, you just can't hand it to me no more. You doing it on the app. She had a problem with that. So now you see he's going back to handing her the money. But he also now she's involved with someone and he's still just strolling up in there because he owned it. First of all, she should wind up getting a whole new place, paying her rent if you really want Anthony not to just roll up in a place. Get your own place. Get your own place. I think eventually Iman gonna tell her that. Your man just strolling up in here when he wants to, and you supposed to be my girl. Oh no, that's not happening. And the day she gives up that place and get her own, Anthony's gonna have a fit. And that's crazy. You going up there late at night to give money and talk about it. She could have told you this over the phone. You could have Zelled, Venmo her that money, Cash App, whatever you want to do. And she could have told you that she'll let you do the DNA. You don't gotta roll up in there in person just for 5-minute conversation. That's the game that Anthony plays, and it's ridiculous.
So I'm just supposed to be okay with you going over there late night. That you think that that's okay, not to let your wife know. Not what are you thinking about?
I was thinking.
Well, maybe I just go to Wayne's house late night. How would you feel about that? And let you know later that hey, no, Anthony, we just had business to talk about. At what midnight? What time were you there? Because
Anthony wanted to do what he wanted to do.
Home last night, wasn't I? So what time did you come home?
I wouldn't care if you went and did business with Wayne late night.
You didn't. You didn't want her.
I trust you,
Anthony.
All right, I do.
That's a lie. Because when she was over there doing music late at night, you wanted her home. You was blowing up her phone. She had to leave. When he said, "Oh, you gotta go. You couldn't work." So stop telling that lying.
There's nothing going on with me and Shayla. I promised you that.
Whether I trust you or not, you need to be sensitive to the fact that I have just gone through a whole hell of a lot with you and Shayla. You need to be sensitive how I feel, Anthony.
Okay, would you have liked me to lie to you and just told you about the paternity test and not said anything else?
No, I would like you to let me know first in the first place. That's number one. Secondly, I would have liked you to have a conversation with her over the phone, not in person, not at night.
Talk on the phone.
But you know what else I would like to do? Take me to lunch because I'm tired of talking about this. Let's go, please.
One thing these folks gonna do is eat. And one thing Amber needs to do is she needs to learn to stop ignoring things and saying, I don't want to talk about it no more, and walk away. When she gets pissed off, she tends to want to cut the conversation, not get into the issues, and that, and avoids it. No, over lunch, we're going to continue to discuss this. I said this, he could deal with this stuff over the phone. But what I won't forget is the conversation when he wanted to vent to Piari about she had a man over there, blah, blah, blah. How dare she jump from one to the next? I should have known what people said. First of all, people wasn't saying anything to you. You and her started fooling around on your own. People didn't even know. Nobody was saying nothing about Shayla to you. When you heard Wayne saying stuff slick every now and then, other than that, you knew she was with Arby. And it is what it is. Outside of Arby, she was messing with you. So no, you hurt because now you want to sit up there and say that Shayla is X, Y, and Z. You never thought about none of this before with her. But now she has a new man up in the house that you pay rent for, that you continue and evidently to pay rent for. And the fact that she found someone else and not pondering over you, you got a problem. And what he said, I love this woman. I was in love with this woman. And I think you still are. I think you still are. And what Amber needs to do is proceed with caution when it comes to opening her heart back up to you. Because at the end of the day, even if it's not, he find out it's not his, he's gonna be hurt, he's gonna be very angry. But I don't think it's going to necessarily change how he feels about her. I think it's gonna ignite it even more and make him realize how much he really did love her. The whole situation with until that happens, what's going on now with the fact that she's with Iman, I think that's something that Amber needs to see, that dynamic with Amber and Shayla. First of all, Amber don't know that he just be walking up in her house. He just be going up in her house, period. I would like her to be out with Anthony one day and come over by the house to visit, and he go with her over there. She go with him over there and watch him just open the door and just go in the house. I want her to see that whole dynamic. Same thing with Fiore. She don't know what she's dealing with him and the access he has to these women, two women's lives, which I think is totally out of pocket and very disrespectful as a married man. I don't care if that's your friend. I don't care if that's your child's father. He has no boundaries with either one of these women. He's gonna roll up in Peoria house one day, and they both gonna be up there with their men, and he's gonna feel betrayed again, pissed off again. And what you want to do? Take the money out of account? What kind of friend are you? Did you sitting up there with Shayla? All of that jealousy is gonna come out. I want Amber to see that jealousy because he is totally jealous the fact with her and Amon. That's why he's still strolling up in there because he want to see what he sees. Kai here. Call. Late at night, midnight, you rolling up there to get some money. It's ridiculous, but he has that open access. Shayla need to shut that down. Call the landlord, maintenance people, somebody, tell them you need to change the locks or whatever and get a new key, something. But he got the whole control of that, and it needs to stop. One day, I think Iman gonna come and say, yo, man, you know she's involved with someone now. Can you call first? Can you bother knocking on the door, ring the bell, something? Don't do that because it's disrespectful to both of us. You don't know what we in here we could be doing. And you just strolling because he don't call ever. Yeah, so Amber need to watch that. Well, a whole lot, she was pissed off, and not a lot wasn't said about the DNA test, more so about the level of disrespect and how he doesn't consider Amber's feelings for going over there. So they ain't really say too much on the DNA test. This is gonna be interesting. I want to see what's gonna be further on that, but this is ridiculous. Okay, put in the comments what you think about that, fam. Anthony is Anthony.